This summer at Hillside Church, we're going to be looking at the letter of 1 Peter in the New Testament. 1 Peter is most likely written by Peter, who was a good friend of Jesus. He walked with him and hung out for him for 3 years and knew him quite well. And Peter writes this letter to some people in Asia Minor, which is now modern-day Turkey, written to people who were struggling in their faith because of the culture around them. 1 Peter has been a famous book in the New Testament. We haven't given it too much attention in North America, but people throughout the past have found a lot of help from the book of 1 Peter. Martin Luther was one of them. He's from the 16th century. He's a guy who caused a lot of reformation within the church. He said of 1 Peter that it is one of the most noble books of the New Testament, that it contains all that a Christian needs to know for life. That's a big claim. All that a Christian needs to know for life. And that is what we're doing by looking at 1 Peter, trying to find out what is the essence of our faith to live in the culture that we have today. We live in a world where church is fine and acceptable as long as church is contained within its own building. People can have a faith in God, but that faith really doesn't go out into the public square at all. How do you live your faith? How do you understand your faith in a world that isn't so excited about your faith? How do we live in a culture by being engaged with this culture and yet not completely incorporated into the culture so that we don't look any different from the world around us? This is what 1 Peter is going to help us with as we explore it together this spring and this summer at Hillside Church.